The entertainment with James Gunn taking over the DCU and the MCU having a couple of misfires now. Which franchise do you think will have more success in the next 5 or 10 years? It's really hard to guess 10 years in the future, to state the obvious. It's impossible to guess 5 years in the future, in particular when we have seen 0 of these James Gunn films. The closest one is 2.5 years away. It's summer 2025. So based off of a new guy coming in and saying, hey, here's what I'm planning on doing. Ta-da! What do you do with that? So I talk about this a little bit in some of the stuff I recorded from Fan Expo Portland that I plan on sharing on the internet. But to kind of summarize it in one little place, I feel like I'm a lot more excited for DCU than the MCU right now, or the potential future. Simply because DC went, we made mistakes. We need to fix it. This is a nightmare. We have had way too many cooks in the kitchen, and they're not communicating. We need to stop all of that. We need to hire people that they are the lead chefs. They're over this whole thing. They run it, and they determine everything. And they brought in James Gunn as the storyteller and businessman producer guy that's produced tons of movies. So you have a little bit of both in there. They come up with a vision for the whole thing, and they stick to it. You stop letting the board and the executives change directions. No. You stick to the plan from these two guys. Assuming they do that, there's a lot of potential for DC to finally have a working cinematic universe in a way that the DCEU never got to be, for a variety of reasons. I look at the MCU and I see them past their prime, overworking Kevin Feige, demanding too much, that he put too much into it. Some of the magic feels like it's gone. I feel like there's just a shifting focus and value set of what needs to be in every movie, and they're trying to do too much with these stories sometimes on every level. Too much spectacle, too much meta storytelling, dipping their toe into modern controversial political type subjects, just tipping their toe in it a little bit, picking a side in subtle things where you don't need to. It doesn't serve them to do that. And when you're trying to do all of these things rather than just make an entertaining film, the quality dips. You can't aim for everything and hit it. You have to aim for a target. So I'm going for that. Did I get it or not? And I feel that's hurting a lot of what they're trying to do. What was successful in the past isn't working as well as it did before. When you've already put out 30 plus movies plus 10 TV shows, it's not as fresh. You've burned through some of your best motivations, character arcs, villains, characters. And so you're doing the best with what kind of you have left. And some of it starts to feel familiar. Certain mistakes are being repeated, in particular with the humor. So the MCU isn't quite as exciting to me as at the moment, because it doesn't look like they're course correcting some of this stuff. The thing that seems exciting is like, oh, the potential for what if this person shows up? What if they do this? What if they go wild and crazy? It doesn't feel as much excited about just the cool storytelling as it was before. And I don't expect the storytelling to be as fresh and fun and original as it was. And that's a big disappointment. I look at the DCU. I don't know if it'll be good, but I know at least they're trying and they're making a big change, and maybe it'll work. So that has me excited. Most of these clips are pulled from my weekly Patreon live stream. Join at any level, and you can join the chat and ask all the questions you want. That's for as little as $2 per month. For $5 per month, you can get your name on my end card. For $25 per month, you can have a monthly video chat with me. Link is in the description for more details, and keep talking movies and TV.